The asset company BNY Mellon is beginning to use tokenized accounts. It has $55 trillion in assets. What does this mean for people who have XRP or Ripple? All of that will be talked about in this film. I have lots of new things for you to look at. Let's start this way. The world's biggest bank, BNY Mellon, is thinking about letting people send tokens and pay with blockchain. He says that all banks, even BNY Mellon, which has worked with Ripple for a long time, will start to use secure coins and tokenized accounts. RLUSD tells them that BNY Mellon is looking into tokenized deposits as a way to fix issues with old payment methods. Report says this is a clip from this August SALT talk. Ripple is talked about by the top product and innovation officer at BNY Mellon. Take a look. I have one more question for Caroline. I believe BNY was just picked to keep cash safe. Could you describe how that process changed over time and how you felt when you chose to take that next step? Yes, so, for a while now, we've let steady coins like Circle work. That's right, Ripple and OpenEden said that not long ago. OpenEden 2 is what we're really interested in because it's another link between Ripple and XRP. That's what I'll show you at the end, the foundation and help. What do we really think about this idea? We said there are funds below. To pay for things, you need a bank account and cash. The fixed coin works because of these things. All of these things are possible for us, and we have a lot of they work together and do a lot of the work. That's why it's called stablecoin in a box. It's all important because it helps make tracks better. I believe Nathan said it too. You should tell us how these rails can help a client with a pain point. How can stablecoins save our customers money by giving them better, cheaper, and faster ways to reduce their capital? That's what BNY is really interested in. For our clients, that's very important. The second thing is what our job is in this, the middle spot. These stablecoins are safe, they work with each other, and sometimes we even handle their money. One day, we hope to be able to get all of them to work together. Picture a world where both treasuries from one stable and treasuries from another stable are at BNY. That's how compatible they are. In many ways, this is an essay in a book. The question is how you got $247. That's what we want to know. If you have a cash account and a cash account that lets tokens and marks move around 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we're happy to be able to hold 55 trillion in assets for our clients who are stablecoin makers and transaction settlers 7 days a week. What would happen if all of those people wanted to trade on blockchain, whether they were on the BNY network or not? All of that could be possible with BNY. That's what our attention is on. Now that should make sense. Now, let's say there are a lot of stablecoins and everything could just move from one BNY bank to the next in the record. We are putting our attention on that. We can help you with that, as well as safe coins and coins that pay. Carlos came up with a way to give stablecoin for the same amount of money because of this. It's safe to use rules and it gives you money back. Think about going 3 times back and forth between a bank account and a savings account. In the end, we'd love to be able to do that for the system. It's interesting that they are telling us what will happen next. What does this have to do with XRP and Ripple? Let me show you now. That kind of news. This is Sandy O'Connor. She is the chair of the board at BNY Mellon and on the board of Ripple. Sandy O'Connor is connected to both Ripple's board and BNY Mellon's board in this case. Now here's a way for you to support the station. For $25 a month, you can use Crypto Sensei's dojo. Of course, we're building a school where you can find out everything new about XRP. You can see things before anyone else and without ads. I'm going to talk to live news about XRP. Do this if you want to know what's going on in the market over the next few months. To help me and my team, join the school and learn the most up-to-date things about XRP. I'll see you at the gym. Look at this. A global financial services company, BNY Mellon Corporation, was chosen to be the main administrator of RLUSD on July 9, 2025. This was announced by the company that offers the most advanced digital asset infrastructure for financial institutions. That is what we did. Don't forget, this is also the proof of concept that everyone on X is talking about today. It was used to test the Ripple Connect software and the Ripple Ledger network in a proof of concept type of setting. The testing area had software called Ripple Connect for talking about payments and the writing process. The RK Ripple Ledger network is used to settle transactions and is a blockchain-based record. It showed how a cross-border low-value payment could be used. The possible benefits that needed to be proven with the proof of concept included faster processing thanks to the upfront code. Clients knew the fees would be the same from beginning to end. There was a faster payment settlement time that was close to real time, lower processing costs, more clear information about payment status, and real-time tracking of liquidity. That's why I wanted to learn more about this. These are the important points. BNY Mellon is looking into blockchain payments and tokenized exchanges, which shows that they want to use blockchain technology in everyday banking. Some of Ripple's technologies, such as the Ripple Connect software and the Ripple Ledger network, were used by BNY as a proof of concept to speed up cross-border payments. Closing down process. The proof of concept is meant to show that there are benefits. such as faster payments that happen almost instantly, low processing costs, more openness, and customers understanding exactly how much they will be charged. Ripple and BNY are officially connected for business reasons. Ripple picked BNY as the main group for RUSD. Sandy O'Connor is, of course, in the third shot. I needed to take one more step and then dig a little deeper. BNY is the largest holding bank, but it only has $55 in cash on hand. There are $8.8 trillion in savings and assets. Still, the $346 billion number is all we care about. Here it shows how much BNY holds compared to the rest of the world. In the United States, the DTCC holds about $100 trillion in assets. Around the world, BNY holds $558 trillion in assets as of 2025. The world's money is worth about $147 trillion, and 38% of that is held by BNY. As a bit more background on Ripple and BNY, it does talk about the proof of concept tests that went into making the Ripple Connect software faster, more open, and able to give you quotes right away, settlement almost instantly, and lower total costs for expedited services. After that, the XRP token can be used to settle transactions through Ripple's core system and to make cross-border trades more flexible. The proof of concept doesn't say anything about XRP, though. BNY's involvement is very important because they are one of the biggest guardians in the world. The fact that it uses blockchain-based rails shows that Ripple's technology works at the most high-level business level. Right away, I did see this message. The writer said, the number is ETH. Finally, BNY can keep information on the blockchain. It will now send some fund information to the Ethereum network. That's why we should talk about it here. Please read this again, to keep up with the times. BNY Mellon is looking into using tokenized transfers and blockchain payments for its $2.5 trillion in payments. The business hasn't said which blockchain it plans to use for these tokenized payments, though. Recent news says that BNY Mellon's project is mostly about getting private permission. For fast settlement and exchanges at the institutional level, blockchain technology is used. Finally, this is a picture of Ethereum. The information in it is real and matches what BNY Mellon said in talks and news releases in 2025. The company BNY Mellon did make a product called Digital Asset Data Insights that does connect some fund accounts to the Ethereum network. But that's not what we're talking about, right? This is about getting paid for a tokenized deposit. This person says it's on Ethereum, but I don't believe them. I don't think they get that. We're not talking about that. A lot of different things are going on at BNY Mellon. Oh, tell me about the best thing a bank could use for payment. Does that look like Ethereum, XRP, or Ripple's tech? You shouldn't really use Ethereum to pay for things. It's used for things like smart contracts, tokenization, and more. But XRP and RLUSD are still the best for banks when it comes to payments. The company is using a permitted distribution. There is no proof that Ethereum or any other public chain is going to be the main network for these.